Hello, we have been talking about Romans 12:2, which is the renewal of our minds. I'd like to share with you another verse from Apostle Paul, which is taken from 2 Corinthians 10:5. We demolish arguments and every pretension that set itself up against the knowledge of God. And we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. So we have to remember that there's always internal war, like internal civil war that's happening in our minds, the good and the bad, the temptation, and we succumb to temptation and become sin, and also the doubts and the anxiety against, with the trust and the confidence that we have in Christ. So it says here we demolish every arguments. See, these are the arguments that happen in our mind that we have to demolish it. Anything that's set against the will of God, the knowledge of God. And that's why we need to read the Bible. We need to know the knowledge of God, which again, rooted in Romans 12:2. To know the will of God is to renew our minds. And then we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. So you see, our mind sometimes will wander around and we'll try different things, and then we hear it and our perspective change, and we see other people do it, and then the culture and the tradition that set itself up against the will of God. Those the bad thing. I'm not saying all the traditions are bad, but we take captive every thought. So captive, that means that we need to take hold of it. We need to make sure to that our minds is always obedient to Christ. So that's one thing that we can start thinking about, is to demolish every pretension. So how do we apply that in our everyday lives? That when you think of something, maybe the temptation, which all of us, even Christ was tempted, that we need to take that captive. If it's against the knowledge of God, against the will of God, we take that captive and then make it obedient. So today, think about those things that may stray you away from the knowledge of God, to make them obedient to Jesus Christ. So I'll talk to you later. God bless you, and I hope that helps you and encourage you today.